Namaste. Good morning and welcome, everyone. Namaste. I'm happy to share this space with you all in the beginning of what's known as Vyahrti Upasana. These beautiful connections we're going to discover that are presented by the Upanishad. This is going to help us expand our mind and then feel that richness within, a spaciousness within by which we can start responding to the world in a creative way. So before we go any further, we'll begin this practice by feeling that togetherness, taking up the sacred syllable Om. So, though we're muted and in our separate homes, I encourage you to just take a moment to connect with your breath, allow the eyes to gently close, and we'll chant this mantra, Om, 3 times as a group together. Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu. Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryan Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gananam Tva Ganapati Gumavamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashranvan Utibhisi Sadhanam. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Harihi Om. Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shaktaf Prabhavidum Nache Devam Devo Nakalu Kushalaspandidumapi Atastwamaradhyam Hariharavarinchari Birapi Pranantum Stotum Va Katamakrita Punyaf Prabhavati. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Through this practice, may we discover that inner peace, Shanti. And upon discovering that, may we allow that peace to permeate throughout our lives, whether it be in our intimate family and friends or our community at large. Shanti. And may there be peace everywhere. Shanti. Peace be, peace be, peace be. Hari Om. So welcome everyone. This morning we're taking up a new series of meditations. They're called Vyahrti Upasana. Upasana means a particular form of meditation where we help expand our mind. And Vyahrti means we're starting to see the connections of the universe. So this is a very ancient form of practice, and it's found in the Taittiriya Upanishad, which we're starting this week for special study. One of those principal Upanishads commented by Adi Shankaracharya, a great master and yogi in our tradition. So in this Upanishad, we find that the Upanishad is presented with these mantras or sounds that have a certain revelation to them. This particular form of meditation was revealed by a sage. His name was Mahachamasya, a great rishi. And in this rishi's contemplation, he saw that the entire phenomenal, gross, subtle, and causal universe could be seen or experienced in 16 factors. 16 factors, the way that the universe is constructed. So this constitutes everything. And it's a way to help our mind relate to the total mind. Sometime in Sanskrit, that total mind is called Hiranyagarbha, or described as a golden womb of creation. So as we start to practice these meditations, there will be 4 sessions. And in these sessions, you're going to find that our mind starts to experience a larger sphere, connecting with that total mind, or Ishvara. So what happens as a result of that? The Upanishad says something that's quite interesting. It says that if you practice this, the devas carry offerings to you. What does that mean? So deva can mean that uh, the gods bring offerings to you. One meaning is that you'll never feel in lack. You'll feel deeply comfortable in yourself, and that your needs will be provided for. That's for sure. Another meaning of that is the devas also mean that what illuminates. It means your sense organs. And from our experience, the senses also become much more refined in this practice. So when you use that refined mind and senses to look out in the world, you're going to have a different experience, a much more enjoyable experience, seeing things very clearly. So that's the purpose of this meditation. And today in particular, we're going to be focusing on the 4 factors that are discovered by this rishi on Loka, or the waking world or day. What's really interesting is the rishi saw that our life is really made up of threes. There's 3 of everything, which is really interesting. Just take up that number and start thinking about how the world is constructed in threes. For example, 3 states: waking, dream, sleep, or lower, middle, higher, or the 3 gunas: stability, motion, and then luminosity or reflection, or past, present, future, or ah, ooh, So there's lots of threes in our lives. But in this meditation, we're going to be exploring the 4th too. And all of these, the 4th is a significant number in spirituality because that 4th represents the transcendental, or the immediate, the you in this equation, the spirit or self, Atma. So the rishi saw that in the world too, we can the threes are observable, and the 4th represents that higher reality, or Bhuma, or the spirit. So here we're going to be focusing on the 3 experiences in the daytime or waking world, and the 4th, which transcends them or nourishes them. So before we get into the practice where we're steady and comfortable in our seat, we're going to do a few warm-up exercises that just help make our body much more open and available for that, maybe 45 minutes of still posture. So let's start with some neck exercises, Griva Sanchalana. Perhaps take in a deep breath in through the nose and raise the shoulders up and back. Open the mouth and let the breath drop. We're going to do that perhaps 3 times. And it doesn't hurt to smile when you release that breath. Let all the stress, struggle go. And we can take the chin gently down to the chest. As we lift the chin, head comes back to neutral, and let the weight of the head fall back as the chin lifts. Do that a couple times. Back to neutral. I like to take a moment to pause there and find that sense of balance between the head, neck, and chest. And then tuck the chin. Back and forth. Then we can also take the head from side to side, a twist. Perhaps letting your eyes lead the way as you twist all the way to the right. Then, after centering yourself, twisting all the way to the left. Then we're going to take the right ear to the right shoulder. I like to take a few natural breaths as I hold that closeness between the ear and shoulder, really opening up and stretching that left side of the neck. Left ear to left shoulder. Then we're going to tuck the chin in once more and rotate the head in a large circle, slowly, 3 times in each direction. You can allow the eyes to soften and the gaze to be between the brows, which helps prevent any dizziness. And take it nice and slow. Allow the facial muscles to relax. The cheeks are soft, the lips gently closed, the jaw relaxed. And after that last round, gently lift the chin back up. And we'll practice something known as Tadaka Mudra. This will also really help uh, release any tension held in the upper body, get our circulation flowing there. And it's especially useful for most of us who are using devices like the laptop or phone, where we have a tendency to effort forward and the neck and face to kind of shift forward and lose that centeredness. So, what we'll do is as you take a deep breath in, we're going to raise both arms up. You can interlace the fingers and allow those palms to face up as well and really reach into your length here. As you do that, see if you can keep your attention focused on the navel. Though you're fully extended in length, let the belly be soft. Take a few deep breaths there. It's a great skill to learn how to project or extend ourself out without losing center. So a few deep breaths here. And then as you exhale, slowly lower the arms back down. I like the lengthen down all the way through the fingertips. Good. And lastly, Parivrtta Sukhasana, just a simple twist while we're seated, whether you're on the mat or chair. You can take your left palm and rest it on the right knee for support. Take a big breath in as you reach the right hand and arm back. Get some support on the chair or mat. And as you breathe out, gently twist to the right. And in that compressed space, take a few deep breaths. Inhale as you release and come back to center. And then we'll begin to switch sides. Right palm resting on the left knee. Big breath in as you reach up and back to the left. Find your support and breathe everything out as you twist to the left. And then inhale as you come back to center. How are you feeling? Good. So we'll make those final preparations. We have to have that kind of commitment that we feel comfortable and steady and we can hold that stillness of the body for the next 45 minutes. So if you're on the chair, make sure to sit at the edge where you're not slouching and you can keep that integrity between head, neck, and chest. And also, I encourage you to take a moment to just gently uh, maybe tuck in the toes or rub the feet on the floor and feel that sense of support in your feet. And if you're on the mat, you've got a nice maximum base where the knees are making their way down, body's becoming like a pyramid, and you can rest the hands on the knees or lap. I've said it before, but your hands are an expression of your mind. So as they make their way, whether they're seated in the lap or on the knees, just keep them soft and open. That's another way physically to signal a subtle opening without much effort either. So hands on the knees or lap, body upright, shoulders relaxed. Then as we move into that inner space, you're going to let your eyes soften as if you can take in a larger sphere. The peripheral vision opens up, and then ever so gently begin to close your eyes. The softness in which you allow the eyelids to close translates as a softness and openness throughout the whole body, setting that intention where the nervous system can be settled. All this helps our mind expand, and that expansive mind is spacious and can reflect the truth. So you're noticing the stillness of the body, your ability to move, but that you're choosing to not move and enjoying that privilege. Be aware of your whole body. Like a great light, you can observe from top down, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And just in that act of observing the whole body, you may notice various parts begin to release their holding pattern. Maybe the shoulders become even more relaxed. Maybe the tightness that seemed impossible to release in the hips or the base of your body gives way, opens up. The beauty of the practice of meditation is that we're giving up this tendency to control or fix, really change anything. So even if you experience a particular ache or pain in your body, that's okay. You don't have to try to avoid it or feel that anxiety of trying to fix it, but I encourage you to observe it, to include it in your awareness. The miracle of that is that when you include it in your awareness, you create the space for it to heal. You become a healer. So your eyes are soft, gently resting in the inner space. Your body is held upright. You found that comfortable stack, and you're observing the body. It can be useful as we refine our ability to observe, to give the mind a skillful place to move, to intentionally hop from place to place in the body. So see if you can take a moment to shift your attention to the right foot, whether you're on the chair or on the mat. Can you sense your right foot? Then the left foot. You could sense it as a movement or temperature, some kind of pulsation. Then the whole right leg, moving up through the foot to the ankle, calf muscle, knee, thigh, and hip. The right leg. Then observing the left leg through the foot, ankle, calf muscle, knee, thigh, and hip. Then you sense the base of your body and your sense of support there. You can feel the subtle connection between your body and the chair or your body and the mat. Then you notice the backside of your body, the lower back, mid back, with a special attention at that space behind the heart. The shoulder blades gently open up like a book. Observe the whole backside of your body. Then you shift your attention to observing the front part of your body, leading up from the base to the navel, your center, lower and upper abdomen, to the space between the breast, the heart, all the way up to the clavicle region, the shoulders. Then, like a great light, you shine upon the right arm. Let your attention move from part to part, the right shoulder, upper arm, elbow, wrist, hand, fingers, all the way to the tips of the fingers. Back through the fingers, hand, wrist, elbow, upper arm, and shoulder. Then to the whole left arm, left shoulder, upper arm, elbow, wrist, hand, fingers, and the tips of your fingers. As the mind entwines with that sensitivity of touch there, your attention moves back up through the fingers, hand, wrist, elbow, upper arm, and shoulder. Then your attention moves to the throat and neck, the chin and jaws, the lips gently closed and the tongue resting in the space. The feeling of light tickling the cheeks, the nostrils, moving up to the eyes, gently closed, back, resting in the space. The eyebrows and eyebrow center, the ears, the whole space of the forehead, all the way to the top of your head. Now again, become aware of your whole body lit up by your awareness. Feel your body as a dynamic and integral whole. Though there's various parts and an intricate web of sensations, it's organized, working together harmoniously. There's a central principle that's holding it together. An organizing force. That force is the prana. Which we experience as that continuous out and in breath. As your mind becomes more sensitive to that feeling of touch pervading the body, begin to shift your attention to your natural breath. Feeling the rhythm of the spontaneous outgoing and incoming breath. Feel the miracle of that breath. As if it's the first time you've ever breathed. If you can, see where you sense the breath in your body. You might feel it in the belly or in the chest or some space above, like the cool touch at the nostrils. Wherever your mind naturally gravitates towards, stay with that. Stay with that breath and touch located at a place in your body. And once you feel that connection, you can begin to nurture it and deepen it by exhaling consciously, breathing out completely. You'll feel that space below the breastbone gently pulling in. and then softening that space as you breathe in. When you're full of breath, exhale completely. Create that space with your breath. And then welcome it back. A new breath, a new moment, new mind. Exhaling and inhaling. So body is upright, balanced. As you watch the inner space, you flow with that breath. Exhaling completely, inhaling naturally. We're going to continue with a particular pranayama, which helps nurture and grow the vital force. This also helps energize our mind for reflecting on the Rishi's connections. So, what you do is you gently lift the right palm, bring the hand to the face, and you'll use the ring finger to block the left nostril. You're going to take a deep breath in through the right nostril, fill the body with breath, and then you gently close the right nostril with the thumb and hold the breath inside. Kumbhakam. Hold as long as you're comfortable. Then you release the ring finger and exhale through the left. Surya Vedana. Again, breathing in through the right. Pausing and holding the breath inside. And exhaling through the left. Do that a few times. As you hold the breath, you can focus on that energy emanating from the navel center, as if you can feel the touch spread all the way to the edge of your skin before you release and exhale to the left. A few rounds like that. wherever you're at, make this your last round. All the breath released. Then gently lower the hand down to the knees or lap. Be aware of what you sense. And the mind prepared for reflecting on the mystical utterances of the great Rishi. Those mantras or utterances were Bhuh, Bhuvah, Suvah. Bhuvaha stands for the earth. Bhuvaha for the in-between space. Suvah for the sky. These three. So in that inner space, or Chidakasha, that place between the eyebrows, begin to visualize the earth. Bhuh. You can picture a vast golden plain. You can also reflect upon the element of earth as stability, support, and you can sense the support of your body. As if it's nestled in the earth. As you reflect on this, you feel totally present. Different thoughts or emotions may arise, but you're stable and you're able to allow them to fall, to come and go, but they don't distract or disturb you. Then Bhuvah, the in-between space. You can take a moment to allow your attention to notice the heart. And from there, a spreading out from the sides of the body. You can visualize the lush green forest, a kind of feeling of being connected to all sentient beings. The aliveness of nature around us. Let your body feel connected in that space or the plane of width. Antariksham, or in between space. When you give yourself permission to feel that sense of connectivity, maybe beginning with the tingling at the edge of your skin, spreading out on either side, you never feel lonely. You always feel connected to your environment. And Suvah represents the sky. Take a moment to shift your attention to the top of the head and feel the vast expanse above you. Asau, sky. You can visualize a vast blue, and the soft light that trickles down from above the head. This way you feel totally open. It's a kind of opening to possibilities. So Bhuh, the earth, feeling present. Bhuvah, in between space, feeling connected. And Suvah from above, the sky, totally open. And Mahachamasya Rishi said there's a fourth dimension called Mahah, and that is the sun, Aditya. Allow your eyes to soften and just remain in the space between the eyebrows, Bhumandya. For the remainder of practice, keep your attention there, just watching. These three worlds are nurtured by that sun. And to invoke and welcome the presence of that luminosity as you keep your attention there, watching the breath, watching the thoughts. Listen to the mantra. Om Bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimihi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimihi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhuvah Swaha तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भागो देवस्य धीमिहि धियो यो नः body still, breath deep, and you're allowing your attention to rest at that pulsing space between the eyebrows. watching the inner luminosity there and feeling the mantra. The mind nourished by that light. The sun nourishing the earth, the in-between space and the sky. You feel bright inside. Become that light. And that light that arises in the space between the eyebrows, that inner space, you can feel it spread throughout the whole body. This way you feel nourished. As you're present, noticing your body held upright, well supported. As you're connected and you feel that resonance with all beings on the dimension of width. And as you feel open from the vast sky above you, and you're free from sorrow as the inner luminosity grows. Aware of this luminous mind, aware of your smooth, deep breath, and aware of your physical body. We gently release the asana, bringing our hands to our heart, and offer this practice as a dedication to all. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Vyahrti. And we also honor the Guru, who helps us understand and live out the practices of the great seers like Mahachamasya Rishi. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. And when you're ready, gently begin to open your eyes. Practice of meditation is complete. Thank you for joining me in this. I truly hope that you feel nourished by this practice and allowing our mind to expand to see the beauty around us. And definitely when you connect with that earth element or prithvi, you feel a deep sense of support, and that will immediately draw your mind back into the present. And then as you let your mind expand and notice that vast field around you, you start to feel that in between space. You start to feel, oh, I'm not alone on this journey. And you feel that kind of resonance with others, almost as if you can see through their eyes, hear through their ears. And then also that inspiration or that feeling that, oh, I can learn, I can grow, I can create new ideas when you reflect on the space above you, that Tao, that sky. And then all of that is nourished by the light of the sun, Aditya. So reflect on this way, feel that richness and the blessing of being alive, the miracle that it is. And I wish you a wonderful rest this week. And as we start next week's meditation, we'll be focusing on the luminaries or the night. So this is all about the luminosity of the day. So in next week's meditation, we're focusing on the luminosity of the night and how that's nourished. So I look forward to it then, and be well, everyone. Namaste.